welcome to our studios.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Please kindly introduce yourself to my cherished viewers and we can start the program, sir.
Yes, good morning, lovely people out there. My name is Bilal T, Shamsudeen, the Deputy CEO for EduGha Institute for Social Development, Eisd.
So please, can you kindly take us through the services or the things that your school offer?
Okay, we are an organization, not a school, and we do a number of things. Basically, over the years, what we've been doing is we've been doing a lot of socio-economic research, handling advocacy issues, and then dealing with community development issues. Then these community development issues cut across anything that would make life better for people. So we are looking at empowering people, we are looking at livelihood issues, we are looking at health, education, and you name it. But once it's community development, we are very interested in that. So over the years, we have a team of people that are doing this. Just what we can do to also contribute to society, whatever we can do to foster what we call societal equity. We actually have 4 centers. The first center is the Center for Social Research and Advocacy and Community Outreach. And that center handles all the research activities and community-related advocacy issues. So when we have campaigns or what we want to see change in our communities, is the Center for Social Research and Advocacy that handles that. We also have the Career Placement Center that helps educate young people or even people who are out there looking for jobs and try to help them properly transition from the world of work or school, from school or from their various training programs into the job market and make them competitive. Then we have the Sustainability eHub Center, that's the Entrepreneurship Hub, where we seek to provide training for people that are, so for businesses or people with business ideas, to take them through what we call business incubation or business acceleration for already existing businesses. So that's what we are about at our Sustainability eHub Center. We call it the Sustainability eHub because we want to look at things differently. We don't want to start initiatives and leave them halfway. No, it has to be sustainable. The businesses have to be sustainable. Then beyond that, then we also have the Center for Development Training that is in charge of training young people to become, one, socially responsible, and for them to be able to earn a living for themselves. That's what the Center for Development Training is all about. Yes.
Wow. So we are rolling out a program that we know project. So what is the project all about?
Yes, so it's the EISD WeNorth collaboration. We call it the Vinyl and Artificial Grass Installer Training. Now, what we are doing here is we as part of what we do at EISD, we realize that there's a gap in the market. And then during our market and due diligence analysis, what we saw was that there's this product called the vinyl tiles. And these vinyl tiles are not up north here. They're actually new in the country. They've been here for about 5 years, but in the north, it's not here. So we saw a niche, and we realized that no, we could collaborate with WeNorth, that's the Women Economic Empowerment, and then get them to, so that we could train young girls.
The videos is on the display or live on the screen. Yes.
So we can train.
So you can watch what's talking about this.
Yes.
So that's it.
Yes. So we can train 20 young girls. This is the first cohort. We are training them in vinyl tile installations and then artificial grass, because you realize that there are a number of artificial grass turfs coming up, but people have to come all the way from Accra to do these installations for us. So this is the first time even young girls are being trained in this, and EISD is behind that with sponsorship from Alinea Foundation. They are sponsoring this through their project we call the WeNorth project, which is all about empowering young women. So that's what this is about.
Great.
Yes.
So who's qualified to be part of this project?
Yes, so usually the WeNorth team, they have a system where they are able to select people from the communities. So this cohort of 20 girls, we have 5 girls from the Upper East region, Bolgatanga to be specific. We have 5 girls from the Upper West region, and we have 10 girls from Northern region. So usually you apply. They have their systems where you apply and then you are picked. So these girls, they have showed a lot of promise, and this is a 3-month program that we seek to do for the girls. So in the first 2 weeks, it's intensive theory and practical sessions about the artificial grass and the vinyl tile installation. So as you can see on your screen, those are wooden pallets where the girls are preparing. So what you are seeing right now, they are gluing and then they are applying the adhesive before they will then put the vinyl tiles. And the vinyl tiles is very easy to install with a lot of advantages. So the first 2 weeks, they are going to be doing that. Then beyond that, beyond the training, you have the training, yes, you have the technical know-how. But that's not all you need to be able to succeed as a business person. So at Eisd, we are providing them with what we call soft skills training and entrepreneurship training. Because you need to be able to transition. It's not everybody that has a skill that is able to sell.
Sure.
So what we are providing them, how do they get to commercialize this? How do you even convince people to use these products? How would you sell? How would you let people know the advantages of these tiles over normal tiles? Because this has a lot of advantages over normal tiles. How do we go about it? How do we get the girls to even believe in themselves? Because this is basically a male-dominated field. That's these are, we call them the non-traditional industrial trades. So these are male-dominated fields. How do we prepare the mindset of these girls to be able to venture into this field and believe they can and know they can and actually succeed in this field? So we would be taking them through a lot of mindset development, how to gender issues and gender stereotypes, how they should even be conscious of these gender issues and gender stereotypes and be able to deal with them. We'd also be taking them through basic marketing skills and entrepreneurship skills. If they want to set up a business, how do they go about it? How do they even team up to be able to undertake projects? And we are very, very happy and appreciative that the WeNorth and the Alinea Foundation bought into this idea, and then they are helping us execute this project. Because at Eisd, we are very passionate about creating employment and creating jobs for the youth and creating opportunities for people out there. Now, this training of young women is super. It's fantastic because these girls are going to, they are going to be able to do this and do this right, because vinyl tiles, it's a great product, and then they are going to be in charge of this. They are the first set of girls in the country to be learning this, and we are happy to be associated with them. And we know and we believe in them. They've shown so much promise in the first few days of the training, and then that's about it so far.
Good. So you earlier on mentioned about the application procedure. So can you take us through, if someone is listening and he wants to also take part of the program, the procedure involved?
Yes, so I'll leave that to the project manager. She'll be joining us soon, so that she can handle that. So, but for us at Eisd, like I was saying earlier, we are very interested in providing opportunities for people. Yes, so, and training these young girls or these young women is a perfect opportunity for us, because one, you are providing them with employment. You are providing them with a skill, and we know today that those who have skills are those that are making it. Those who have skills are those that are making it. And if we want to be talking about societal equity and we want to provide equal opportunities to men and women out there, then we need to support these our young women. And that is what Eisd is about. And we are doing it differently. Now, still on the program, like I was saying, so it's a 3-month program.
Okay.
And so beyond the practical and theory of the vinyl tiles and AstroTurf, we know that now there's a lot of artificial grass. You go to Magnolia, you go to Happy Lounge, even schools are doing this. So we are providing this training so that if you want to do your AstroTurf or artificial grass, you don't need to bring people from Accra. Wow. These girls will be here to be able to do that for you, and that's what we are interested in. Now, so beyond the 2-week training, and then we are doing the soft skills, we are doing what we call the 360-degree attachment. What is the 360-degree attachment? Because after learning, you need to practice, and practice well.
Sure.
But the practice, there's a new product that is coming. How do you go out there and even convince people to sell this product or to buy this product? That's part of what they'll be going through. So basic marketing. How do you even sell your product? So social media skills, how do they even put themselves out there? what does it take for them to start their own business? And thankfully, to wean off, this project, what they have done is, because we've seen other projects where they train people, at the end of the day, these people end up being, no disrespect, but they end up doing other things that the training has not taught them to do. So what Wean Off is doing is that through us, they are providing them with startup packs. Good. So these girls are being provided basic tools to help them do their work. So they have that now. Yes. So the 360-degree attachment, we're going to attach them to people that are already in the business, that's tilers and other people into construction, so these girls can learn, or these young women can learn, and then practice. So beyond the 3 months, then they can be on their own. Yes.
So how do you monitor their activities after providing them the training and also the training packs or the setup cabinet?
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
How the monitoring and evaluation be done?
Thank you very much. So at Eisd, what we are doing is we are building we have a database of the girls.
Okay.
So we'll be visiting them. We'll be taking. We have a system we call the monitoring, evaluation, and learning system, where we are going to keep track of all the girls. Yes. Now, to be able to get them to even be very interested, the first ever lady who has been trained in vinyl tiles, she's in Accra, Miss Regina Onuaye. We brought her, and she's part of the training. She's supported them. So the girls can see, the young ladies can see that this is the future. So it is possible. So because someone is succeeding and there's making some good money there. So these young women are already inspired by her. So we also need to be, it is our responsibility as Eisd and also as Alinea Foundation through their Wean Off program to ensure that these young girls or these young women succeed. So we are going to do a lot of monitoring, we'll do a lot of encouragement and empower them, and then be sure that they are able to thrive. So we need this data. So our database system and monitoring system is going to help us to be able to monitor and then see that they succeed. Thank you.
So why the focus on only women and a girl child?
Yes, yes. We know, you and I know, that over the years, our mothers, our women, they are lagging behind. How do we help them catch up? And how do we ensure that there's a fair playing field for them to also operate? So that's why we are focusing on them, to give them more and more opportunities. And you would realize that even when it comes to the TVET, that's the technical vocational training programs, and lots of the time for carpentry and woodwork, for building and construction, for plumbing, tiling, these are jobs that it's the men that are in there. So we are creating an opportunity for the women to also get in there and also show us what they can do. And vinyl tiles, it's not a difficult trade to learn. And this is something that our young girls, our young women are doing very well at. And then we are very positive that they can do us proud. Yes.
So how will you educate the public with regards to stigmatization, like you earlier on mentioned? Because it's perceived to be men-dominated. Exactly.
Yes. Yes. We are doing our best, and I think NTV, like we are doing here, we are educating people to know that it's something that women can do, and they are doing it, and they are succeeding. We have, let's take the Bukpa Technical Institute, for instance. Their principal is Madam Mariama. She's doing a wonderful job there. She's one of the mentors for these girls. So as a people, we need to be able to accept that, look, young women, young girls, given the opportunity, can succeed. They can do it. And we chose vinyl and artificial grass installation because this is something that has to do with aesthetics. It has to do with beautification. It has to do with creating environments that are very pleasing. And these are things that young girls are very good at, and the young women we are training are very good at. Let's give them a chance. They deserve a chance. They deserve this. And then they are taking a seat at the table. Right. So it's about time that we allow and that we respect that and we acknowledge that. And everybody needs to get involved. We need to support them and do all the best we can for them.
All right. Yes. So our next guest is in. So we're going for a short break, then we'll bounce back and continue the rest of the program. Stay tuned. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great. So please kindly watch through our camera and introduce yourself to our chess viewers.
Okay.
Great.
My name is Nancy Drost. I am a Canadian, but I've been living in Ghana for 15 years now, and I'm the field manager for the We North project, which is a project funded by the Canadian government.
Great. So before you came in, we discussed a lot and asked Mr. Bilal with regards to the selection procedures, and he actually said you addressed that.
Okay.
So can you take us through the selection procedure?
The selection procedure for the girls. Well, our selection procedure is quite simple. We don't want to make it too complicated because we want to involve as many young women as possible who are interested. So first of all, you have to be between 18 and 35. That's the first criteria. And then you have to have your family's support. So whether that be your husband or your parents or your guardian, you have to have their support. But the most important criteria is that you are interested in the trade. And all of these girls were interested in vinyl flooring and artificial grass installation. In fact, one young woman came to us and said that she wanted to do exactly that. And she had heard that we were doing some of these kinds of things, male-dominated trades. And she wanted to do the installation of artificial grass because I think she found it an attractive thing and saw it. It's important for us to realize that a lot of young women are very interested in male-dominated trades. They feel a passion for it, but there's no outlet for that passion. There's nobody that says to them here, oh, you know, an adult that would say, or an older person that would say, oh yeah, you go ahead and be a welder. You go ahead and do tiling or vinyl floor installation. There's nobody that says that. So we provide an opportunity for girls to show interest in that kind of thing. And then because we're training 2,000 young women all across the northern sector, we provide those girls with an outlet for those interests. Otherwise, currently, there aren't a lot of encouraging older people, men or women, who would say, yeah, sure, go ahead and be a carpenter, you know, install vinyl floor, install artificial grass. No, there aren't that many people who would say that. So basically 3 criteria: the age criteria, 18 to 35, then your family should agree for you to go, and then finally you need to have a deep interest in this trade.
So do you take educational background into consideration if the person can read or write, at least basically?
Yes, we do take it into consideration, but we do have some programs where we do not require any education at all, simply because we want to give everyone a chance. This project is about gender equality, and at the basis of gender equality is the notion of equity. How do we provide opportunities for people to take advantage of the most vulnerable people, the most disadvantaged people? And to have no education is a distinct disadvantage. Now, I'm not saying that having an education is not a good thing to have when you're doing a trade. Of course it is. But currently we're offering a program where girls are with very little education and literacy and numeracy skills are learning that as well. That is part of our program.
Good. So, Mr. Bilal, do you have
Yes.
anything to add again?
Yes, I was speaking about support from all of us, that we all have a role to play in creating a platform that is conducive, in appreciating that, look, it's not to say they deserve, we all deserve equal opportunities, we all need equal opportunities, and we need to be encouraged. Whatever anybody out there wants to do, and the opportunity can be created, let's do that and let's support people. So we all have a role to stop the stigmatization and stop the stereotyping. What I realized over the years is that it has happened so much so that people don't even realize that it's a stereotype. People don't even realize that that's a wrong thing to do. And so we need to conscientize. NTV has a role to play. EISD, as EduGha Institute, we have a role to play, and we are doing that. So we need to let people know that people deserve equal opportunity, and our young women are doing very well. They can and they will, and we will support them. Yes.
And it's not just enough to give people equal opportunities. That's important. But how do they access that equal opportunity?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, So they might have to be approached in a different way. They may need supplemental motivation, supplemental programs like a literacy program in order to access something. So when we put in place measures for gender equity, that's what we do to ensure the equal opportunity can be taken.
Yes. Right. So after the training, what next to the beneficiaries?
Yes. So like I mentioned, beyond the training, we need to ensure that they are able to practice. They have field practice. And we call that a 360-degree attachment, where we are going to take the young woman through marketing skills, basic marketing skills, how basic human resource management skills, customer relation skills, and also basically how to sell these products. Then beyond that also, how do they get jobs? So we are going to initially get them jobs to be doing, so that we create a platform for them. Then they are also empowered on their own. We'd also let them know what options do they have. How do you start your own business? What are the types of business options available to them? Do you want to be a sole proprietor? Do you want to go into a partnership with some of your colleagues? How do you go about it? And these are things that we want to do. There has to be a conscious, intentional effort to support these girls, and that's what we are going to do. And we'll be doing this for the next, beyond the training, we'll be doing it for 2.5 months to ensure that they get these skills. Then we can graduate them after the 3-month period. And fortunately for us, our sponsors are Linear Foundation through their project, the Win Of. They have a very, very beautiful system that I believe so much in, and I know it's going to help the young women beyond the lifespan of the training, the 3-month period.
So I can speak to that.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah. So all of the women who graduate from our program are put into a WE group, a Women's Economic Empowerment Group. And we are forming these groups. So far we've formed 20, but we are forming these groups in every single district in northern Ghana. And that means 55 districts. So and this is another way how we are recruiting. We're making sure that at least 25 young women are recruited from all 55 districts in northern Ghana. This means that every single district has a Women's Economic Empowerment Group of young women who are in the male-dominated trades, in the industrial trades. So even though EISD has a program for these women post-graduation, we also have a program, and that program includes a savings and loans component, a possibility for more training and certification, possibility for the group business aspect, and also we hope to get these women involved in trades associations, and so they can join the male trades associations and even become part of their leadership. The other thing that's very interesting about the WE group is that after getting the training and after the experience, the young women want to give back to their communities, and they will use their trades to be able to educate other women about what they've learned about the male-dominated trades, to get into them. Also, they will, a lot of the Women's Economic Empowerment Groups have planned to use their new skills to repair school furniture and hospital plumbing and things like that.
Great. Dr. Nancy, we are catch with time, so
okay.
I would like to take your final remarks, then I will take Mr. Bilal's final remarks, to then we'll wrap up.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, well, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to share. Women can do male-dominated trades. They can do plumbing, they can do welding, they can do vinyl flooring, they can do installation of artificial grass, and we are very happy to work with our partner, EISD, on this project. Thank you very much, EISD. Thank you, Bilal, for making this wonderful opportunity available for our young women.
Yes. Thank you, Nancy. And then we are also really grateful to the Win Of team and Alinea Foundation for making this possible. We believe in fostering societal equity. It is through that we can start talking about equality. Then once there's no equity, there's no equality. And my message is to actually the general public: let's be supportive. Let's be supportive. Let's take off the stereotype glasses, and then we would support, and then we create consciously. We create an environment where everybody has equal opportunity to thrive.
So, if you see a girl in a white shirt, just give her a cheer. I mean, a blue shirt. Yeah, just give her a cheer.